greeting and welcome dear viewers to a new episode of Cultural Flavors.
Ramadan edition.
I'm your host, Dr. Mohammad Al-Qattan.
And I'm your host, Eman Marafie.
So Eman, which country are you going to be talking about today?
It's not a country today.
So?
We have a girl, she's a chef.
Oh.
She's a pastry chef, actually.
So it's going to be a challenge for you, Eman.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So you have to be careful.
But I like challenge.
All right, so have you done your homework?
Yes, actually.
So you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So dear viewers, let's go watch this report and we'll be back. So please stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Hessa Al-Baroud, also known as Chef Max, a pastry chef from Kuwait. She has been working on anything in the world of baking, whether it would be bread, pastries, or desserts. Hessa's passion about cake designing and making pastries made her join the famous culinary school Le Cordon Bleu in London. In 2020, she gained her diploma as a pastry chef. She is now among the best Kuwaiti pastry chefs that will add a great flavors to the food market in Kuwait. She has also been collaborating with several chefs, bakers, and restaurants to create special experiences for food lovers. We would like to thank Chef Max for joining us and sharing with us about her great experience as a pastry chef.
And we're back, dear viewers, after the break. And today we have a very special guest with us today from Kuwait. And she got her diploma from Cordon Bleu. She's a pastry chef. Welcome, Hessa AlBaroud.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So we're so glad to have you. And I told my colleague Iman at the beginning of this episode that you'd be a challenge for her.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Big challenge, actually.
So Hessa, please, could you tell me how did you get into this field?
Oh, funny enough, it's a very funny story. It started as a challenge with my friend. So I've always complained that there is no good chocolate chip cookies in Kuwait. So he was like, "Oh, you're too much talk, no action. You should actually show me and like try to bake your own cookies, and let's see if that's like true."
Okay.
My first time baking was hilarious because I've burnt everything I've made.
Okay.
And I discovered that it's so much fun to actually, mix flavor and things like that. So it started with cookies and then like boxed cakes. And then from there, I discovered like the fact that I can mix up flavors, create new things.
How long this ago? How many
Oh,
years?
I was 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Very
back in
time ago,
2011.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
But yeah, it started with cookies, and then because I'm such a lover for art, I wanted to produce my own art, but I'm not so great at painting, I'm not so great at calligraphy, and I discovered that cake decorating is a great way to actually create your own art because it is art on its own.
It is
yeah.
actually.
Perfect. That's a really interesting story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We should try your cookies then.
Oh, hopefully soon enough. Yeah. I worked on that recipe now for like ongoing 4 years to develop whatever I have
Perfect.
now.
Perfect.
Yeah. So can you tell us more about yourself?
Okay, so I say that I'm a pastry chef, but I'm a food lover in general. I can't cook, but I can bake to save my life.
Okay, you're the opposite of me.
Yeah, I love pastries, and I love the fact that with what I do, I'm able to mix up flavors, and not only that, but be exposed to other cultures and other flavors as well. I try as much to like infuse cultures with others, flavors with others, and that's what I've been trying to do for the past couple of years.
Have you mixed like Kuwaiti like flavors with the English like let's say cookies or like breads or something?
Oh yeah, definitely. And that was the most challenging thing for me,
be
ironically. Yeah, like although yes, I am a Kuwaiti and everything, but I'm like what they say, European trained. And also my influence is very like European, American. I had one pop-up that I've done with my partner who's a cuisine chef. She had fun, you know, making rice, chicken and everything, but when it was when it came to like me making desserts, it was so difficult because I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
It took me like 2 weeks to actually come up with ideas, and that's exactly what I did. I made a deconstructed cheesecake with Kuwaiti flavors like rahash and like, you know, garsa gali and stuff like
My
that.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yes, and also like I've done a milföy, and it was chestnut flavors.
Oh, mashallah.
Oh,
This is
haven't
really-
tried that
this is
any
interesting.
place.
So let's see what pastry means. Could you tell our dear viewers as well as why only pastries? Why not the whole menu?
Oh, I love flour, butter, and sugar. I'll
And
tell you
yeast.
this. And yeast, yeah. But also, like, what is pastry? It's anything that's baked, anything related to desserts,
oven,
the oven, mixing, let's say, light flavors as well. I don't see it be a very heavy thing. It's more of a treat, and that's mainly what got me into it. But also the fact that pastries and cakes are always associated with happy occasions, you know, making a birthday cake, a wedding cake, a graduation cake. And that lured me into it because I would love to share happy moments with others.
Perfect.
So
And
that's
actually
why.
eating it makes you happy.
Oh, yeah.
Make other people happy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of people take this hobby is by experience, but you get deep into that and you get the diploma. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so I graduated from uni in 2017.
How did you go there?
So when I graduated, that's exactly what I did. In my graduation ceremony, I went to my mom with my bachelor degree, and I'm like, Mama, this is for you. I've done what I need to do.
Exactly.
Now it's my time. And that's exactly what I did. I applied to the Cordon Bleu. And immediately after.
Oh,
So I
wow.
graduated in October 2017.
Were you studying here in Kuwait in the
Yes,
university?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I did my English literature bachelor in Kuwait.
Okay.
And then immediately after I got my acceptance, I was meant to go in January of 2018, but my acceptance was for April 2018.
Perfect.
So yeah, I immediately like went after. The application process was interesting because I did not think that I would sit one day, have pancakes and sit in a restaurant crying why I love baking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's my like personal letter that I had to submit with my application.
Okay.
I didn't see myself doing that, but I actually did. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting process, and it's very serious. Like, it's not something, as much as it's fun and games for us, you know, like cooking and whatever, but it was an actual school. It was very academic. It was very serious.
Really?
Was it
Yeah.
scary when you got there, like at the first time?
Oh, yeah. yeah.
And you were alone?
I was alone. My sister was doing her PhD in London.
Okay.
So she was my roommate.
Okay,
But
that's
in
good.
the school, I'm obviously alone.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when I went there, I actually like found out that I had two like female Kuwaiti females as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be my
Mashallah.
concern. Yeah, if there
Yeah.
are any other people with
It was so funny because I sat next to a girl and I looked at her and like, where are you from? She's like, I'm from Kuwait. And I immediately started talking in Kuwaiti and I'm like, I'm Kuwaitiya bad. So yeah.
This is interesting. But the good thing is that, Hessa, when you get into something that you love, that you have a passion about it, you're going to study it really seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you perfect it.
Yeah.
And then there is a GPA, there is a grade for that?
I would say it's like a pass, not pass
Okay.
kind of situation.
Got
Yes,
it.
you do have like written exams. You have
But was
to
it like
attend
the feeling like a Hell's Kitchen?
Oh no, that's too brutal. No, it was fun. Yes, the French chefs were very sarcastic, but
Okay.
it was good. It was for like educational purposes. If it's
And no
anything.
exams?
Yes, there is like a final exam for each and every semester. So
A
it was-
recipe?
Yes.
Okay.
The first two semesters, I had to do a recipe. Like I had to memorize it and everything given to us from the school. But the last course is the superior course, is where I had to create my own dish.
Okay.
And that's when I like introduced some Kuwaiti flavors with cardamom, pistachio, and things like that.
Saffron, no?
No saffron. It wasn't on the ingredients list.
So why this school in particular? Is there any other schools that you
To be honest, I've always thought of pastry as a European craft. Honestly, I chose London for convenience. Everyone is in London,
and it's near Kuwait.
It's near Kuwait. My sister was
Very
there
far.
already. Yeah, but also London as a city itself, it's great for food exposure, restaurants, and also different cultures as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Hessa, in every episode, my colleague Eman, she prepared for us a dish. So let's see what she's gonna have for us today.
Okay.
As well as we're gonna see if you could help her.
Oh, I'd love to.
Actually, today's recipe is very easy.
Okay.
We're going to be doing the...
What are we gonna do first?
We're going to do the mtabbal
Okay.
with small meat kofta.
All right.
So do you want me to say the ingredients?
Please go ahead.
Okay. So we'll have half a kilo of minced meat. Then with the spices, smoked paprika, salt, black pepper, cumin, and all spices. And then I'll have garlic with it, mixed with it. And then we will do the mtabbal. I'm not adding any dairy, so I'll just add the tahini sauce and the lemon with salt.
Perfect.
That's it.
So the reviewers, I'm so lucky today. We have two chefs. And then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna test a really good food. So we have a break and we'll be back. So please stay tuned.
And we're back there, viewers, and I've already mixed the spices with the meat. So I'm just going to heat the pan and roll them, fry them, and then we will do the mtabbal. And that's it. So shall I start?
Yes, please. Go
Okay,
ahead.
before I start, I have a question for you.
Please.
Regarding the pastry. Are you going to think, or are you thinking of making gluten-free for allergic people?
Well, people with allergies are always in my heart. But it's so difficult.
In your mind too, please.
Yeah. And on my mind as well. But it's so difficult as a pastry chef who uses flour for almost everything. But there are substitutes and ways to make different things.
Yeah.
I do have a friend with baby twins that I make their birthday cake every year because one of the twins has an egg allergy.
Oh.
So they're my babies. I make them their cake every year because...
So they're eggless.
Yeah, they're eggless. So I try my best to accommodate people with allergies.
Okay.
But it hasn't been a priority. But now that you've mentioned it, I'll put it in my list.
Thank you.
So Hessa, what about when you travel then?
Ooh.
Do you miss cooking or do you also cook when you travel?
Oh, when I travel, I eat.
Right.
I don't really miss baking because I get to experience other people's food. And to me, food is a universal language. There are so many restaurants that I've been to where the hosts never spoke any English or any language that I speak. But we have communicated and connected through food. I remember once when I went to Turkey last summer, and there was a lady who opened her own house hosting breakfast there, and she spoke no English, I spoke no Turkish.
Wow.
But we eventually had a great connection, and when she knew that I was a chef, she got teary-eyed and she actually gave me a kiss on my head because apparently to Turkish people it's a blessing when you host someone who cooks for people.
That's nice.
Because they get to feed others and stuff like that. So that was truly one of the most honorable experiences that I've gone through as a chef traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe also you have a lot of demand from your family that you have to cook for them.
Oh yeah. I have 2 nieces. I have 2 nephews who only know how to ask me to make cookies.
Perfect.
Like they're like, "Oh, how are you? Make us cookies."
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, with like the rest of my family, it's usually like whatever they're craving, whatever they would like to try, and sometimes I force them to have my food. So yeah.
Cool.
Regarding Eid and like other occasions, do you cook like breakfast, special breakfast?
Oh,
and stuff?
definitely. Eid is my thing. I love making my own cheese boards. I like making my own eggs. I create like Eid recipes every Eid. So I tried to make like a Dutch baby, which is like a Dutch pancake kind of thing.
Wow.
And yeah, so every Eid we have a thing where
I need to cheat from you.
yeah, of course. So I make scones for breakfast, sometimes all sorts
But it
of
takes
eggs.
time, right?
It does, and that's why I stay in the kitchen from like the Eid prayer until.
Oh, okay.
So what about then during the holy month of Ramadan?
Oh,
so
yeah.
do you cook Kuwaiti dishes or Kuwaiti cuisine?
I try and I attempt, but
Okay.
I haven't succeeded yet. I do attempt my fusions, like introducing like Kuwaiti flavors.
First of all, who's gonna rate your food then?
Whoever's fasting at home. So that's exactly.
So not you.
I'll try my best, but
Okay.
like I always give them a disclaimer. Like I've done this while I'm fasting, so
Okay.
you know, cut me
Please.
some slack.
Exactly. Give
Yeah,
me some credits.
Yeah.
All right.
And the best thing is that because I had the pleasure to like collaborate with different restaurants, I get high demand during Ramadan or like dishes for Ramadan. So the best challenge is that they want something that's very familiar to like other people, but in flavors that we're very used to.
Exactly.
So I managed once to make a cinnamon roll kind of dish, but it's a garsageli flavor.
Wow.
So the filling was not brown sugar; it was cardamom, rose water.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love those Arabic spices.
Yeah. So
You
yeah.
know, when you came up with all this new recipe, probably it's sometimes really hard that
Yeah.
you could expose them to the people.
Yeah,
And
it requires a lot of research. That's what I'm gonna say, and this is why I've always said like my degree and like doing like an academic degree has prepared me to this side of like the kitchen, because as much as it's all about creativity and knowing new things, it's also research and being like very well-rounded and aware about like the flavors and how can one mix flavors and introduce new things to like whatever's familiar
And make healthy, like something less
Yeah.
sugar and like
yeah.
with substitutions, right?
Yes, substitutions, like whatever like is suitable for the culture itself. Because you know there are some ingredients that like we as Muslims, for example, cannot have.
Right.
We as Kuwaitis are not like we don't have access to them. So it's
you were
great.
not used to it probably as well.
Yeah.
So do you think now the younger generation is more open?
Oh, 100%. And like I see that working with participating in like current markets, I see that they're very much open to try new things. Everyone is a foodie now. They like to try new things. And honestly, that gives us the freedom as chefs to actually be more adventurous, be more creative, introduce new things to people that they're not used to, because people might have had like all sorts of like chocolate or fruits, but they might have not had it like a certain way that we're trying to bring to the market now.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're waiting for something?
Yeah, where are we with the tebel?
Do you like
Getting
the smell?
hungry.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Now I believe you are doing good so far, Eman.
Yes.
And the good thing that Eman, she always do her homework very well.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Yes. So I'm assuming you have some concern, Eman.
No, actually, everything's okay. But you want to help me do the tabel?
Sure thing. Should I come over?
Please go ahead.
What do you need me to do?
You can have the gloves.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It happens.
That's happened
It
in the
happens.
kitchen.
It happens.
Gravity and everything.
All right.
Just pay attention that this one won't splash on you.
I like smelling like grease.
No, but the clothes get sweaty.
All right, so we are probably halfway, I think.
Yes.
All right.
Want to take a break?
So what about we could take a break and we're gonna continue?
Oh yeah, because I need to fit my glove in my hand.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So the viewers are gonna have a short break and they're gonna continue. So please
Don't go away.
don't go away.
And we're back, dear viewers. I'm almost done. The oil splattered everywhere.
Burned my face. So well.
Hessa's going to make the tabel.
And this is why I'm part.
You're only going to eat.
I was telling Eman, I did not realize that I'll be looking this fancy making him tebel.
All right,
Here
so
I am on TV.
so both chefs gonna make this dish, so it should be really delicious at the end.
I hope so.
All right.
The amount of work I'm doing.
So this one, it could be also eaten for futur, suhoor, during, like if you have ghabga. So it's easy.
It's a nice appetizer.
It could be, yeah.
But I'm assuming that Hessa, you're not that familiar with this kind of.
Oh no, I'm familiar with eating such things.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with making them. The only time that I had to cook in my life is when I lived abroad, and it was too expensive to get takeouts every day. So yeah, that's the way. But like, I really do I really do make a great mrabian. So
Nice.
That's nice.
so
So do you cook like during the month of Ramadan something sweet?
something sweet always.
Okay.
Savory is when I try to include in my pastries. So whenever I make like bread, let's say all sorts of like pastries, whether it be like Middle Eastern or European, I try to introduce some savory things because I feel like that's how I get to expand my like horizon when it comes to like flavors and different things. So, yeah.
Yes.
So should I turn this on?
Yeah. It's gonna be noisy.
Yeah.
Please go
Little
ahead.
ASMR
Yeah.
for you. Look good?
Yep.
So I have a question for both of you.
Yeah, sure.
So since obesity rate in Kuwait is high,
Yeah.
we probably have to look at the diet.
Yes.
No
It's
low,
all because of her. She's the reason.
so low fat diet is something that probably a lot of people really have to concern about it. But a lot of people say that it doesn't taste good as full fat.
Yeah, because like real sugar. And
Exactly. So
real
is there
flour.
any
No, actually,
way?
I did the basbousa with honey.
Yeah.
And then I mixed the honey with cardamom and saffron.
Yeah.
And then I did over the the basbousa, and it tasted good.
Yeah.
It tastes as good as
available.
it tastes as good, or it tastes as the normal one.
Okay, it tastes good, but like it doesn't have to be as good as the original.
Exactly.
Right?
So this is going to be our advice to our dear viewers.
Yes.
Is try to adjust your diet. Probably at the beginning, it's probably not going to be as used to it, but
I'll have another advice, to
Go
be
ahead.
honest.
Yeah.
I would say, like, eat the real thing, but like be moderate with your quantity.
this is another good advice.
Could be.
One bite and 2 bites won't hurt anyone.
Yes.
What about I'll give you a third advice?
Please do.
Is eat as much as you could, but exercise.
Oh, yeah.
To burn its
And
own
you know
calories.
something? Like you can cut the carbs into half and eat more protein. It makes you full.
Okay.
So when it comes then after to sweets, you don't have the appetite to eat.
Should I put some salt?
Yes, I have a spoon if you want.
I'm wearing gloves. Have to be a chef.
So Hessa, let's talk about what's going to be next. Are you trying to learn another style of or another cuisine?
I think my learning at this point is done. I feel like I'm at the point where I want to apply everything that I've learned into like real life, your own things, yeah, and like into things that people can try. I started with like events and pop-ups, and what I enjoy the most about these kind of things is that it's great for me as a versatile chef to try new things, try new flavors, and with each event and it allows me to collaborate with other local chefs as well.
Perfect.
So the best thing about such events is that you get to explore new flavors, new cultures, and at the same time meet people and see the people that actually eat your food and enjoy it.
Correct.
I enjoy the social part about it because as a chef, yes, I do enjoy like working on my own, creating my own recipes, but at the end of the day, I do want to see people enjoying my food. I would want to hear what they think about the flavors, if they have any feedback or any point that they would want to share. So I've started with pop-ups, but hopefully now I'm working on a business, and it's gonna start small, and hopefully it'll grow into something.
Perfect. Just wondering, do you do everything or the meal A to Z by yourself, or do other people help you?
In whatever I make for events,
Correct.
I usually make everything from
By
scratch by myself.
Wow.
Yeah,
But not the cleaning.
I actually do some cleaning. So a little bit more ASMR for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So, Hessa, you know that during the Holy of Ramadan, a lot of people gain weight after the Holy of Ramadan, even though we should reduce weight.
Yeah.
So why is that? Because the meal
it's a deprivation. It's a food deprivation. I think people miss food, and also like if we think about it, I think the highlight of Ramadan is the gathering, and also even those who do not enjoy cooking during Ramadan.
Exactly.
And it's a very adventurous and experimental like time of the year, and I feel like people enjoy entering the kitchen because it's a great activity to do. You know.
Actually, the main purpose for men to get into the kitchen is to waste some time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great time killer. Do you want to adjust the flavor?
Yeah, so you do want to test?
Yeah.
It's good?
More lemon though.
So you need more tahini?
No, we're good
good?
on the yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We should serve this one now.
Yeah.
But I'll clean the table first.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, dear viewers, before we clean everything, we will go for a short break and then we'll come back. Stay tuned. Don't go away. And we're back, dear viewers, and it's time for plating. Now we're just going to plate, and then you're going to enjoy my food.
All right.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, we
and
will.
You can evaluate it.
As usual, Eman. So
Hopefully.
Exactly.
I want 10 out of 10.
Please go ahead. So Hessa, beside cooking, what else Hessa do?
Oh, that's a tough question because like I currently like have devoted my skills fully to enjoy the art of baking, but I am like expanding my knowledge when it comes to other like cuisines and other things that I've never done before. Even like recently, I have helped a couple of like cuisine chefs in like making like savory food, which is way out of my comfort zone. Besides that, I mainly, honestly, like just enjoy a relaxing day because like standing in the kitchen for like 6 hours is very brutal.
It is. It is.
So
very
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna decorate it.
okay.
The meat, and then I wanted to add bread here, but because it's really decorated nice here, so I won't. So like, do you have any like other hobbies other than cooking?
I did try to learn the piano last year,
All right.
but that did not go so well.
So let's go back to cooking then.
No, the thing is, I'm really good at like receiving information. It just needs a lot of practice.
Okay.
And honestly, like it's been a dream of mine to learn how to play an instrument, and the piano was a great start. It did teach me how to use my left hand that I rarely use in the kitchen because I always say like I always use my right hand for like decoration, piping, but I feel like when I tried and attempted like to learn how to play the piano, the great thing about it is that like it made me have control over my left hand. So now I can, you know, like decorate and stuff in both hands, which is like great because although it's a hobby, it contributed into my actual skill that I do.
All right.
Yeah.
So I hear that cooking really linked to women. Now I could see a lot of men
Yeah.
get into this field. What do you think about that?
It's funny because as a career, like as a woman entering this career, I've always heard the word, or like whenever I tell them, oh, I'm a chef, they always say, oh, it's a male-dominated industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And funny enough is that it is, yes, like in Kuwait and everywhere else in the world, but I always say every chef you speak to gives credit to their grandmother, to their mother, and it came from
There is a woman.
Us women.
There is a woman behind it.
Yeah. And honestly, like I think it's because it has this side of like giving love and nourishment, and that's mainly like these are like characteristics related to females.
Correct.
But now we see that the lead chefs and like the celebrity chefs are mainly like, you know, males, and they're excelling at it.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is our plate.
Ooh.
Oh, looks really cool. So I'm
bread.
gonna get this to
We have
my
crispy bread and we have like soft
special
bread.
guest, and you could please.
10 out of 10 for the table because I made it.
So, and usually or always Eman she's not eating what she's cooking. I don't know.
I get it because I rarely eat what I cook, honestly. So
But let me tell you something about what you said.
Yeah.
Like it's us, like the credit is for us. But this holy month, I hope that men do go into the kitchen and cook so that the women could rest.
yeah.
This is a good thing that men help their
No,
wives.
not help. They cook.
They cook.
Women
help.
cleans.
I think
That's it.
they should help.
You try it once.
Not only always
You
complain.
could feel it. Like, you know, like when men come in Ramadan, like they say, we're hungry, make this, and that.
Exactly.
They ask for a whole, like, I think
And
a
they
buffet.
I don't eat nothing at the when they break their fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor, you know what you're doing this Ramadan
Because
now.
This is advice for me, right?
Yeah, we're taking rest.
All right. No, I'm not in the cooking at all.
Oh, yeah.
At all. And I tried when I was doing my master and PhD, but I failed.
Yeah.
And I decided not to go to this route.
I understand.
So how did you manage eating there?
Uh,
A lot of takeouts, huh?
yeah, exactly. 8 years, huh?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about it?
This is lovely.
It tastes really
Very
good.
pleasant. Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
tastes really
It's
good.
really nice.
Yeah.
I'm eating the bread and your food.
Yeah.
So how much? Evaluation.
Definitely a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
what is your advice to anyone who's gonna get into this field? Do you have any advices?
Definitely follow your passion and do not think of this as a secondary thing. Because I've always said, like, the whole entirety of the country will not be doctors, engineers, and lawyers, you know? We need those with a craft. We need those who are talented, who can do things with their hands.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's also great to learn the craft correctly and build on it for your own culture and for your own country that you're in. So I think, please, whoever wants to be a chef, please go be a chef.
And let me also have another things to probably to mention. Should we really enforce our daughters to get into kitchen and start to learn how to cook?
Honestly, like, enforce it on anyone because it is a skill that will help anyone. Because as you said, like, kids now are traveling abroad to study, you know? Sometimes you stay on your own.
Right.
It's a great skill to live with, you know? Because eventually it will teach you lots of things. Like, for me personally, with baking, I learned a lot of patience because, you know, so many things have failed. And yeah, I did cry once over a cake. So.
Yeah. So you didn't reach this level until you really failed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely. All about trial and error.
Yes, of course. I burned a lot of food too.
Yeah.
So talking about last advices for men or women in the holy month of Ramadan in regard cooking. So what do you want to say?
Oh, definitely use the holy month to actually make food for the people you love. I always say making food is an actual love language, and that's how you share the love and passion. And not only that, it expands your horizon, trying something new that you've never tried before. And I urge you to enter the kitchen soon.
I will try.
Yeah, try again.
I will try. So Eman, we would like to thank you for preparing
very
these
welcome.
dishes, as well as I would like to thank you
you
for
so much.
providing all the information.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
you.
As well as thank you for helping Eman for the
Yeah, thank you so much for the help.
Yeah, I did so well on that egg fondant.
We need to have like other episodes with the competition or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're on.
Hopefully.
And I'm gonna be evaluated. I'm gonna be the referee.
Oh, okay.
You're the
That.
judge. Yeah.
Okay. So dear viewers, we're gonna see you in a different episode. So please, until then, be safe.
Bye-bye.